So unless we've been immunized, none of us have any immunity to help protect ourselves against these viruses.
The flu takes the nation by storm, spreading quickly and claiming more lives.
Tonight, we take a closer look at the best ways to protect you and your family from the virus. Good evening, everyone. Some hospitals across the country are absolutely overwhelmed, even forced to turn people away.
This appears to be the nation's worst flu outbreak in years. The death toll is rising nationwide. Many of the victims are children. We have team coverage tonight, beginning with News 4's George Rickert. George?
Well, public health officials are quick to point out this is not an actual flu outbreak, but it is already one of the worst flu seasons in a decade.
We're seeing a lot of influenza this year in our community, and we're seeing it much earlier than we typically see it.
Erie County Health Commissioner Dr. Gale Burstein says local emergency rooms have been crowded over the past few weeks with people thinking they have the flu. But even if you do have the virus, calling your physician and staying at home is the best advice, unless your symptoms are severe.
Also, there is just, so many illnesses coming into the emergency department, including influenza. If you don't have influenza and you walk into the emergency department, you're going to have it by the time you walk out. So it's probably harm reduction is not going to the emergency department.
Kaleida hospitals report that ER visits are up almost 15% in recent weeks. In the Catholic health system, the increase is more like 20 to 30%. Governor Cuomo rolled up his sleeve for a flu shot this afternoon, and the state health commissioner advises everyone to get the shot because this year's shot fights off 2 new strains of the virus.
To date, in New York, we've had 2 pediatric deaths from the flu. New York averages about 1,400 deaths per year from the flu. And based on cases so far, we expect that to be worse.
The flu has been detected in every county in New York State. In Boston, Massachusetts, a public emergency has been declared. Local hospital officials say although their emergency rooms have been busier lately, their staffs are able to handle it, and that many of the people coming in with respiratory ailments don't necessarily have the flu virus.
As long as you're not getting short of breath and you're able to keep some fluids down, you can stay at home and ride this out. If you're elderly with other medical problems, or if you're really young, the young children may need to be evaluated, but otherwise seeking medical attention is probably not necessary.
One of the best defenses is simple: washing your hands.
If you are sick, stay in bed, take care of yourself, and don't go to work and infect your colleagues.